if you don't have good fashion or you don't have good hair, then it's just wraps.
That's
It's
why
just
that's
wraps.
why
Tough
you
journey.
see you always
Tough
see the
journey.
pretty girls dating ugly guys.
That's true. Personality. Anyways, welcome back to the third episode of the Mayogurlz podcast.
What's up,
Um,
guys?
I am hosting for today. My name is Corey. Over on the top left, we got Andrew. Wave.
Hello there.
And we have on the bottom Katrina.
Hello.
Alright, so unfortunately, this is our second attempt at a third episode because when I tried recording last night, there was an audio issue with the video, so we lost a lot of good content. So we're gonna have to recreate it, you know. And then just frozen.
I like that. What the?
There we go.
Okay. Welcome back.
okay,
Oh my
there
god.
you
I'm a
Um,
nobody at UBC, bro.
You don't have to be a nobody. You know.
It's so hard to meet
people-
people because you can't be
Oh
in
my God.
person.
I'm getting hit on by third years, man, and they hear my first year, like, oh no, no, you're too young.
Yeah, it's
Can't
like
do this.
I deleted all of my dating app accounts.
You still have Hinge.
No, I deleted that too. I figured out how to do it. The only reason I had it for longer than the only reason I had it for longer than Tinder and Bumble for a while was because I couldn't figure out how to delete it, and then I figured it out.
Not that.
Yeah. Hopefully my
Ooh.
parents don't watch this.
What the heck? You guys think you gotta glow up during high school?
100%.
Yeah,
I think
bro.
I've had several. Like
Several,
okay.
okay.
In the sense that
List
like
them.
okay, let me explain. Obviously, grade 8, 9, I look like shit. You know, I had
Okay,
short
if that
hair,
okay.
right? So
Domo hat.
fuck off.
Yeah.
Don't bring that back.
Domo snap back.
Don't bring that back. Don't bring that back. So basically, grade 10, that's when the first glow up started because I was slowly starting to dress better. Grade 11, it was an even bigger one because because since I had a job, I was like able to buy some more clothes for myself, and because I actually started shopping for myself rather than having my parents do it. Because I hated shopping for myself when I was younger, but then I realized like I want to look good, you know. And then grade 12 hit. I remember like grade 12 New Year 2020. I was like, this year I'm gonna try to dress nice every single day if possible for school, you know. Like I wanna be able to look good. So I had a massive like, or not massive, but like I just had another smaller glow up because my fashion changed, and then university hit, and that's when I started changing how I dressed again. So I'm like wearing like not formal but like a bit dressier stuff, you know. Like when we went out for dinner for my birthday, Andrew, like I was wearing like, you know, dress shirt, nice
Button
like
up.
kind of
Nice
like button up dress shirt, like kind of like suit pants. I need to get different shoes though. I can't be wearing Vans. That like kind of it works, but it would be better if I
Yeah.
had like other shoes, you know. And then like I got a fucking trench coat now. Like I remember I wanted a trench coat for so long, and then my sister bought one for me for Christmas. I was like, fuck yeah, I got a trench coat now, you know. So, but yeah, like I think I've had several glow ups, but they're not like massive ones every time. But it's just like, you know, fashion changed, I guess. I don't know. Maybe
Mhm.
maybe some
Just
people
like-
would say it's not. It's just fashion changed, you know.
Mhm.
Hair changed. I went from looking like a thumb to having a comb over to having middle part. So
Uh-huh. What about you, Andrew?
I don't know. My always go to was like was like a
sweater vest.
joggers.
Sweater vest.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That was
think
elementary. That
dropped
was elementary
yeah,
school.
elementary. But in like grade 8, I'll be like yeah, hoodie, sweater, hoodie, joggers, like whatever. Cause I remember I either wear the elementary grad hoodie, or I wore a neon Nike hoodie. Cause I had I had Reebok shoes with like little yellow neon things. I pair with that. And yeah, and then it's just like regular t-shirt. If I wear t-shirts, wear shorts, t-shirts with joggers. So
Okay, but like
nothing,
overall.
nothing really. Did I even change my style? Not really. I think I changed it a bit in like 11.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I
it
That's
mean,
just
still
I mean,
changed.
something. That's
it
still
I
like
just
it
something.
like gradually changed because you were like getting more clothes and like more different stuff. But like
yeah.
I will say like the overall like I guess the style was kind of the same, but it's just the materials you had were different.
Yeah.
You grew out your hair too, right?
I
Yeah,
grew my
that
hair
too.
in grade 9. Grade 9 because Aaron told me because oh because
We
you
both we
know
both had the same fucking haircut. We would just cut it, like we just
that's true,
it's
yeah,
just
right, they
short.
cut it and then I
And then
little
we both
thingy
started
up here.
doing comb over.
Yeah, dude, like the thing up here. I was like so monk phase. So, but that it's like the top would
The
be a bit
monk.
longer.
Yeah,
Yeah, the top would be longer, like at the front here. So I would just like I was like instinctively like just do this, but then it would be like a little tuft of hair, right? It would be curved, but it'd be nothing. And like Aaron during French like, what are you doing that for? There's nothing there, man. Like, oh, okay. Oh, there's nothing there. I see. So then since then, I grew out. I grew it out, and then when I do this, there's something that's actually there. It's like, yeah, I'm actually moving
Wow.
something. So Aaron's my motivator.
Hair.
Wow. Aaron roasted me, and then I used that to better
I took
myself.
it personal.
Like, I'm gonna grow my fucking hair out, right?
That's funny.
Oh man.
I can't like. Wait, do you think you had a glow up, Katrina?
Mm, kind of, but I think it's because of like growth spurt, growing out
Mm.
of like shit, you know, cause grade like elementary school, I think in the later years I was pretty chubby and short, so I was like 4'11", and I was already over like 100 something pounds, like 110, maybe more. And then when high school hit, like grade 8 to grade 9, I started growing drastically. Grade 9, grade 10, like I got to like 5'6", and then now I'm close to like 5'8". And then I lost or grew out of like my like chubby phase, you know?
Baby fat, gone.
Yeah, I still had a little bit in high school, but it's kind of gone now.
It didn't seem like it. I always thought you were just pretty
Do you
skinny.
do you want me to show you a photo?
Oh,
Pulling up
Because
the
I
oh
also
receipts. You gonna pull up
Katrina
the
was like,
receipts?
I also swam competitively.
she
Oh
swore.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I think you were
Yeah,
um
telling me that.
I
I
would
remember that.
be in the sun a lot during summertime, right?
I'll
And
be tanned.
I would be tan, right? I'd be tan with like raccoon eyes because I had goggles on. So like you see this like chubby short Asian girl with looks like a raccoon. Yeah, I think I definitely had a glow up then, but I don't know. I'll send the photo later. Or wait, if I find it now, because Nathan can just cut it. Oh, me trying to find it, you know. Um, where is it? Did I send it?
Did you win anything when you competed?
Yeah, I
You,
won. I won some like ribbons, I guess.
mm, any trophies?
Nah, I wasn't like too competitive, but
Like you did
yeah.
competitions, but you didn't go for like super high level, right?
I remember in one of my I was like done competing, but I needed to sub in for someone,
Mm,
and I helped them got a new record, but you know what? I didn't get anything from it. It was so sad.
Wait, how does that work?
new record,
I
like
think
their
I
new
don't
record,
know. Hmm?
or like the
Like the
swimming
group,
record?
the
Oh,
group,
the group,
the
bro.
group itself's record, and
Oh,
then like so
But if you did it, you
sad.
should have been the one to also get.
the
That's
credit.
bullshit.
Yeah, it'd be like that. And then they swam. I think they got to compete more. Oh, found it. Okay, this was like grade 4 or 5. I don't know if you can see it. Wait. Oh, it's dark. Should I send it on
Damn,
Discord?
you are really. No, it's okay. Just show you on your phone.
It's hard to see. Wait.
It's okay.
Uh, uh.
It would,
Damn, you're really tan.
holy.
I never thought I would see Katrina like tan, like, because I always
Holy.
saw you as like super pale.
Yeah, pale face.
Yeah, so that happened. Yeah, like big difference kind of because I think elementary school I was really tomboy. Like I didn't care how I
Don't all
dressed because
girls have
like
a tomboy face at some
Yeah,
point? Like just
probably
like
yeah,
I
even
feel like yeah.
briefly.
but like I hated like my mom would always like take me out shopping and shit, and I hated it. Like I just wanted to play games and shit. Um, I didn't
Oh,
really
it's
care.
probably
I
because you
would
had brothers
wear
too.
yeah.
I think that's what makes girls like. I think um girls having like a tomboy face probably like because not all obviously, but like a lot of times like I see it's because like they have an older brother type of thing, you know. But anyways, you're
Yeah.
saying.
Like I would be fine with wearing like hand-me-downs, you know?
Like you just take their
So
shit.
yeah, I would be fine with it. I would take like my cousin's hoodie and like I'd wear shorts, just like, do active shit. But um
Yeah,
I
because you're not
think
trying to dress to impress. You're just trying to have something on so that you
I'm
can
just having
like do
fun.
whatever. Yeah, yeah.
I think I started wanting to like put more effort into my looks like grade 10, and that it like slowly gradually like improved, but I don't know. I don't really know where I'm at right now. I'm just whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's not much, honestly.
Yeah. I think I used to be kind of chubby, and then I grew. Like, man, I grew like like in high school, I was taller than like so many people, and then one summer, like everybody just fucking grew all of a sudden, and then like
I
I was
had
like,
a growth spurt.
and then, yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like now I'm stuck at 6 foot, and I'm like, dude, like, I want it to be taller. I want it to be like 6'3", 6'2". I don't know. Like I
Shit.
want it to be
So
taller,
that's what all my
man.
relatives would say. Like, I thought you'd be like 6'2" by now.
Yeah,
What?
I was like, dude, like I
How?
haven't grown. So I'm praying that I'm lucky enough to have the genetic mutation where you get a second growth spurt.
Like a
What the
late,
fuck?
late
because
growth
because
spurt.
because for males there is a genetic mutation that causes, because I studied it in my one of my classes. Um, there's like a genetic mutation where men between their 20s and 30s can um go through another growth spurt that can add on another inch or two, and it's like
Hmm.
for a brief period obviously that it like goes that it happens, but it is possible. So I am really hoping that that's the case for me, so that I can be at least an extra inch taller, you know.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
My
I
mom's
want,
like,
I want peak 6 foot. Hmm?
really?
I'm
Everyone just
close.
wants to be six
I'm
foot.
close.
You're close? Wait,
Yeah,
how tall are
bro.
you?
I think I'm
I thought you're like 5'9".
5'10" and a half now, bro. Dude, I remember I was close to Corey at one point.
You still are, I mean.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, it makes no sense because every single
So I don't know.
like I have so many different measure things that I've used to measure my height, and I can never get an accurate number, so I just stick with
I
saying
don't know.
6 feet. But like I went to the hospital recently, like a few weeks back, to do a respiratory test, and when they took my height, the guy said I was 5'9". I was like what? And then like I went, and then like last week or 2 weeks ago I went and had like lunch with Amrali and Jaden. They're both above 6 feet. Like Amrali's 6'2" or something, and I was like close enough, because 6'2" and 5'9" is like what, five
It's a
inch
lot.
difference. There's no way
Yeah.
I'm 5 inches shorter than Amrali, so it's like it made no sense. And then yeah, like it always happens whenever I get measured by like a medical professional of some sort. It always says 5'9", so I'm like, what the fuck? But then when I do like other things, it says like 6 foot or like 5'11", and like my Taekwondo master, like he's 6'1" or something, and I'm like basically close to his height. So it makes no sense. Like, so when the guy asked me that, he's like you're 5'9", sound right? I was like, um, I don't know. Like I get different numbers every time. He's like, yeah, like, and then I explained to him the same thing that I just said, and he's like, oh, he's like, yeah, I don't know. It just happens. I was like, okay,
Not bag.
yeah.
they measured me too when I had my test. Like, yeah, I remember that time I was like 5'8". Yeah, I think I'm 5'8", man. Like, just like I'm literally one off or something. Like, yo, I'm like one off 5'8" during that time. It's like,
Hmm.
yeah, you're almost there. It's like, what? Almost? I thought I'm at, not almost. I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, whatever.
Dude, I want to do boxing so bad though.
Ooh, I kind of
Cause
like
like
boxing
boxing
when
is
we
so
did a
fun.
bit
Like
in Taekwondo.
you should have done kickboxing with me, cause I did kickboxing
Yeah, I was
and it
kind
was
of
so
interested in
fun.
doing
It
it.
was so fun. Like I had so much more fun doing that, honestly. Cause like the taekwondo,
Hmm.
like it's not that I hate taekwondo. It's that the adult classes weren't what they used to be because we had so many new students coming in, which was great and all, but like it didn't help the higher levels. Like Nathan and Curtis and I, like
Hmm.
we're all such high level black belts and we can't even practice our own shit or even learn our new shit
Because you're
for black
teaching
belt
us.
because we're teaching the younger people or like the lower people.
Hmm.
You know, obviously I got no problem with it. I got paid to do that shit. So it was like it was, you know, but it's just like when it comes to class time, I want to do stuff that's, you know, for mine, you know. That's what I'm supposed to be there for. I'm supposed to be there to learn, right? So I mean, obviously, yeah, like black belts, you gotta take the role of being a teacher as well and stuff. So I was just like, ah, fuck. I leave work, come back, and I'm doing it again, except free this time. And so yeah, but when I did kickboxing, like it was so much fun. Like I was getting pretty good at it. Like,
Hmm.
cause the way it works is like you get a partner. So like I would do it with my dad, and then like Phil would walk around. Phil is our head instructor. Um, so he'd walk around. He would take turns like being a target holder for each other, just so that like he would get to see how you're doing with it. So when he get to me, he would know that I would get it like pretty quickly. So he'd push me to go as like past my limit. Like I do the combo like, you know, really fucking fast. Cause at the time I had fast fucking hands, right? And so I'm doing it, and then he's like, go faster, and I'm going as fast as I possibly can, and he's like, come on, you can do faster than that. Come on, this is too slow. I was like, what? And then like he's hitting me,
No, you.
and like it's so hard because they were complicated combos too, right? Like you're throwing 5 6 punches in the combo while doing like head movements, you know, like slips, rolls, like shit like that. So it's like, bro, it was, and like you're even doing blocking stuff. Like there's this one drill I remember. It was a crazy like, I think like the entire sequence just to do one rep of it was like a good 10 seconds. And 10 seconds doesn't seem like a lot, but that was like that's a fucking long time. I swear that's what it felt like at least, you know. Like it starts off with like you going a block, then you gotta do like a roll, and then a sliv and shit, and you gotta do like a whole bunch of punches, and then do another dodge, go punch again, block again, and punch, and that was one rep. So he made me do it, and it was just, it like, and the rounds were like
Faster.
a minute too. It was only a minute, or no, it was 2 minutes. It was 2 minute rounds of like, you know, one person holding, one person doing the stuff. So he did it for me, and the whole 2 minutes it's just non-stop. Like I didn't get to stop. I didn't get to catch my breath. I was like, the next day my arms were so sore that I remembered I went to go pick us up like my backpack, and I was like, yo, I can't. It's so hard, and my backpack wasn't even that heavy. It's like it just had like my big ass water bottle that was like full, you know. So that's what added the most weight. But but I loved it, man. I really want to go to a boxing gym. Like I think boxing is definitely like an essential fighting skill you should have if you want to be able to defend yourself. Like that and wrestling. Wrestling is really important too, you know. So like I don't know. I just want to do that. At least I can still like, cuz it helps me stay active. It's a good form of cardio cuz like running fucking sucks. It's so boring. What's
I
there to
hate
do?
running
You
too.
just run,
Yeah.
right? I like doing active shit that's like fun, but it's also like a workout, but it doesn't feel like it, you know? Like playing
Yeah, I mean, like
sports.
everyone's different.
I know, yeah. Like I hate going for runs. I just need to like do other stuff to get my cardio up. Okay, this is a really weird one. Okay, I remember seeing this. It was like one of those tweet reposts on Instagram. What is the correct way to shower? To you guys, like, what do you guys think is the correct way
Like
to
step to
shower?
step.
Yes, like each step.
Head, face, body. Me step. Like body,
Like
parts of
like
the
like
body
like
go
like.
first.
No, it's just like, I mean that and like, what products do you use? in order if you use several products? You know,
Um,
especially with
would
like
you
hair
guys?
products. Like people argue like what the correct order is to use hair products too.
Uh-huh. I had a different order before, and then I just changed it because I got somewhat lazy. But I used to put in, I would wet my hair, right? And
Yeah.
like I would like squeeze out the water and all that stuff so it doesn't like wash out the like conditioner or
Oh
shower
yeah, yeah,
or shampoo like really fast.
yeah.
So after I do that, I used to apply conditioner first because you're supposed to like leave it in the longest, right? So what I did was I would put that in first, like at the ends of my hair, and then I would like do everything else, like wash my body and shit, right? And then I would put shampoo in like my roots and everything, and then I'd wash it out with the conditioner, you know? And then yeah, basically it. But now, um, I'm like I used to be able to sit in the shower longer, but now I just want to get out. So I would just quickly shampoo my hair and then condition it, and then just like wash it out and then get out of the shower. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hmm. I mean, yeah. I guess it's different for girls because you guys got longer hair too. Like for me, like I would always shampoo my hair first because like my hair gets greasy, so it's like I want to wash it out,
Hmm.
and then I shampoo it, and then I condition it, and then I leave the conditioner in obviously, and then I wash my body, and then by the time I've done that, then I rinse it out and stuff.
Hmm.
And like sometimes if I shower at night, I'll kill two birds with one stone, and I'll use my face wash like in
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
shower, and then when I
No,
come
no,
out, then I
same.
finish the routine, so it's like saves me time.
Hmm.
So
Mhm.
Yeah, I would do that too.
yeah.
That's what I do as well. Yeah. Like
Um,
shampoo. Actually, yeah. I was cleanser too, so it's my shower. So
mhm.
it's like shampoo, cleanser. When I'm like conditioning, because I don't usually condition all the time now. So when I do,
Why
I
not?
like condition. I don't know. I condition, and then I'll leave it in, right? And then just like body wash, whatever. Then rinse out everything. At the end, I'll rinse my body first, then rinse out the hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just put my head under and everything goes down.
Same. Wait, have you ever like got scared in the washroom? You know how like you close your eyes and like
Yeah,
shit, what
all
if
the
like
Oh
time.
something
yeah.
comes
Oh
up?
yeah,
All
bro.
the time when
Like
I was a kid.
do you still? Oh, okay. No, I was just wondering, do you still like get those feelings?
Dude.
Only when I shower alone at home. Because if I'm home alone, like
Mm.
sometimes, like I mean, obviously usually your first instinct should be like, oh, somebody's home, but like, what if it's not just anybody? You know what I mean? It's just like, what if it's just like all of a sudden somebody just shows up?
Like a fucking monster just like behind you.
No, not a monster. It's just like, what if somebody just broke into the fucking house? You know, um,
Oh, so you think like a literal
home
no, you know
invader.
what I think? I don't know. I feel like I'm not the only one on this, but like you're in the shower, all of your family are like members are home, right? And you're in the shower. Do you ever think like I don't know, like you're in the shower and everyone in your family's just like dead or got murdered? And then you're like, what would I
Really?
do? What would I do?
I've had
If it
that. I've
was
had that. Like, I was just like, I'd be in the shower and be like, what if
So
somebody
quiet.
just broke in the house and just like
Oh yeah.
killed them? I'm like,
yeah,
what?
like
I don't know
what?
why. Like the brain is so
No, it's so
weird.
weird. But it's weird how like everyone or like a lot of people
Mhm. I think there
kind
might
of
be a
like
term for that, like a psychological
Yeah.
term for that.
I
I can't.
forgot. I
Obviously,
forgot.
I don't know what it is, but I think there's like an actual term to define that.
hmm
Oh no, there's also a term for like you know how like you could just be doing something, and it's like what if you just like thought to yourself like what if I just did this like
what
and
if
I
I
just
just like
died.
stabbed myself?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah.
so your thoughts were it's like, what if I
Intrusive
just jumped off
thoughts,
the
I think,
cliff?
right?
Yeah, yeah. You're just like, what if I just jumped off the cliff? Like, there's an actual
I get those
term
a lot.
for like, it's basically just like a term that defines like situations where you feel like you could just inflict self harm in a way that like does
Yeah.
that. You know, it's just like you're just like,
Yeah.
what if I did this? What if I did that? You know?
Yeah.
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 They call it intrusive thoughts. That's what the term is.
Oh, I thought it was like a
Intrusive.
more scientific like sounding term or like a Latin type of term for it. I don't know.
Isn't like every word like come from Latin?
No, but I mean
Features
like
it,
you know how
yeah,
like
I
there's
don't
like
know.
scientific words that like use Latin prefixes and shit. Like I mean I know that
Pardon.
because like the body, because like in anatomy
Choose
class and shit, you know.
thoughts. One.
Googling it. But yeah, no, like I literally like I have this so often, especially because like I drive a lot. So when I'm driving, I'm just like, what if I just swerved into the left
Yeah,
lane?
what if it just like what if
I'm just like, what if
just
I just
drive
went?
through
What if I'm just
Safeway?
like I'm just driving? I'm just what if I just like, you know,
Like, whoop, oopsies.
it's a mess. Or sometimes
Yeah.
I'm also just like, what if I just floor it right now and just don't care? What if I just drive like I'm a GTA? Like I've literally had that thought before, and then people, and then the
Mhm.
Karens gonna be like, video games are so bad for the kids' brains. It's too violent. Fuck off.
No. Also, like for example, you're in class and you see the hanging lights, and like if those fall, who would it like hit? And
Oh yeah, I've
all
Oh
done
yeah,
that,
that
yeah,
before.
all
Yeah,
yeah.
that
yeah.
shit, you'd be like, it'd be you. It'd be you.
He's screwed. He's screwed for sure.
Oh,
She too.
You're dead. You're done, bro. You're done,
You're
so.
dead for sure. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I know boys do this a lot, but do girls do it where you just like imagine yourself fighting somebody, but it's like way more action packed than it should be? Like you just think you're like it's a
So
full on
I'm
action movie
flying.
scene.
I'm
Yeah, yeah,
flying.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I've done that. I don't know,
Oh
but I never
really?
really talk about it with like other girls. But I've also had dreams of like fighting someone, and it seemed really fun.
What?
Only fights that you could win, you know? Like if you just go ham, you know? It'd be really
Yeah.
nice.
I mean, I've
Okay, just
like
think about it. Someone's talking shit about you, okay? And you're like, you know what? Let's fight. And then you fight, and then you destroy them. Like best feeling ever, right? Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I've literally had that happen like real life. But like not in like a
Oh,
fight
what the
fight where
fuck?
not like a street fight type, it was like a taekwondo match. It was like
Oh.
I just remember this one day like I was at a tournament and then the guy that I was about to fight, he was warming up. I was still putting on my gear
He
and
was
he
talking
didn't
smack?
it wasn't so much him talking smack, it's more so his coach.
Oh, his
Because you know the
Oh,
coach.
coach
what the
no it's
Okay,
okay,
coach.
let me explain it. It's basically they're not exactly talking shit about the person, but they're more so trying to encourage the other person to like they're
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
can win this match, blah, blah, blah. They're like, oh, you can win this match, let's get you to the finals, go get that gold, blah blah blah, shit like that, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I could hear it, and then I was just like, no. And then I went on to beat the kid, and then I went and
Damn.
I remember like yeah, I remembered like grade 8 9. Grade 8 9 was like the best years of my taekwondo career because grade 8 like was when I had my Dambo belt, which is the belt before black belt. um I went undefeated with that belt. Like I never lost a match with that belt. So that belt is like pretty important to me, even though it's like not a black belt. People might think, oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a black belt, who cares? But to me that was just like, I won nationals with that thing. Even though it's color belt nationals, I usually talk shit about it. You're about to sneeze. Bless you. And then
Excuse me.
and then
Thank you.
yeah, and then yeah, like I won nationals with that thing. And I just remembered like grade 8, like um I was gone for the island tournament, and I remember I fought a 22-year-old and a 12-year-old, and I was 14 at the time, right? And I remember going back to school. We were in humanities class, and Miss Lukopoulos, my grade 8 humanities teacher, she would always do like a circle thing on every Monday, or like just whenever you came back from a weekend, just because she wanted to do like check-ins, which is cool. I think that's good to have. So so she was doing that, and then she was asking how everyone's weekends was, and then the teacher remembered that I had left school like early. Like I was like I missed a day like or two like the week prior because of it. And she was like, oh yeah, Corey, like she asked me like in front of the class during the thing. She's like, how was your tournament? I was like, oh, it was good. I won all my matches. Like I got 2 gold medals, 2 silver medals, and everybody's like, holy shit. And then she's like, oh yeah, how were your matches? I was like, oh, I fought a 22-year-old and I beat him, and then I fought a 12-year-old and then I beat him, and then everybody's like, you fought a what? And then I still remember like for some fucking reason Jay Fernandez would always just bring
Oh,
it up. It's
Jay,
just
yeah, Jay
every
with.
time, like all the time,
Yeah,
like
I
it's
remember that. I
so
remember
fucking
that.
weird.
Yeah.
I remember one day he's just kind of screwing around with me. I think he like took the volleyball because we were at practice. He was screwing around with it, and I was like, Jay, give it back. And I did it in like I don't know. I think I did it in a tone that was just like seemed angry, but I was just like, dude, like I was just like I just wanted it back. And then he's just like, I'm sorry, I forgot you fought a 22-year-old. I was like, why you have to bring that like every time, bro?
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, um, maybe I'm over exaggerating it, but that's how I remembered it. But yeah, and then I remembered like, uh, when I went to nationals before I got or like when I got back, I remembered like I was in cymatics class and I was like, Mr. Wong, guess what? I won gold at nationals. He's like, oh yeah, I heard. I was like, oh, you did? How? He's like, oh, Danica told me in the first block. I was like, what the fuck? Why'd you tell him for me? Like, what? Like, I
That's so
wanted to
funny.
do it. Like, what? I mean, it's cool, you know. She's like celebrating with me because we were teammates, but like, you know.
Hmm.
But yeah, like, and then grade 9, I went and competed at nationals again as a black belt that time, and that didn't go too hot. That wasn't as good. Because I fought two kids who were about to be like it was my first year of junior division, which was for 15 to 17-year-olds. It was my first time competing as a black belt, and it was at a junior level. And because of my weight class is like higher up, and I fought two dudes who were older than me, so they had way more experience on me. And they like started way younger than I did too. Um, but like the first guy I fought, he was pretty short, but he knew what he was doing. Yeah, and I was like still groggy from like the morning because it was like 8 a.m. when I was fighting. I didn't even get a proper warm up. So it's just bad. And then my next fight, I remember I fought my teammate. It was like it was my one of my training partners. Motherfucker was 6'2", like he was at the end of the weight class, like so he was like at the cusp where he was a lot heavier than me because I was at the bottom of the weight class, and I realistically should have gone below. So my dad kind of screwed me with that. And then when I was fighting him, like he bruised one of my ribs and my elbow, so it made it hard for me to like use my arm for the rest of the for like a while, like after that day. But yeah, it's just like I fought my teammate and I was like, fuck, I'm not gonna win. And then after the match, I remember my master, he was like giving me a pep talk. He's like, how do you think that match went? I was like, not too good, but at least I got a couple of my signature kicks in. He's like, yeah. He's like, now tell me honestly, when you went in, were you thinking to yourself, I'm not gonna win? And I was like, yeah. He's like, well, that's when you lost. He's like, that moment right there made you lose. And I was like, yeah. I'm not very strong mentally when it comes to like competing in sports and stuff. So that was just like I'm just like whatever. Because usually I like talk down to myself so that it like helps with avoiding disappointment. It's just like if it happens, like oh whatever, I
Mm.
expected it, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a reverse psychology thing that I force onto myself. It's weird. It's bad. It's a bad habit.
And
Don't do that.
I do that sometimes, like not with competitions. I mean, like in general, but like
Just
for
with like
example,
other stuff.
like
Yeah.
tests. Like
Just
I'm
set
just like I'm
standards
not.
low.
I never like yeah. I'm just like I'm never gonna get 100%. You know, like I
Yeah.
always know that I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna mess up something. Like of course it happens, but yeah.
Yeah, that's how I am too. But yeah, it was whatever. I mean, I was pretty proud of myself because you know he's 6'2". I was like 5'10" at the time, you know, and I still managed to kick his head, so that was pretty cool.
That's
I think my dad
nice.
still has the videos of it, but I can't really get access to it because it's like buried in his Facebook somewhere, so it's gonna be impossible to find. But there was a time where I actually did like watch, rewatch a lot of my fight videos, and I remembered like I did that once back in like 2019 at some point, and that was when I'd already retired basically. Um, and then I was just like, fuck, like I was so bad. Even though I won matches, like I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's really shitty taekwondo. I just won because the other guy was worse than I was. That's how it was. I was like, damn. But at the same time, fighters also criticize them a lot, criticize themselves a lot with that. You know, like I watched my old matches from when I was even younger, and I was like, damn, this looks like dog shit. you know?
I feel like that's for like a lot of things though,
Yeah.
because when you know like during the time you're just like doing your best, you know,
Yeah.
but obviously like in the next few years you look back and you're like, oh, like you know, like I kind of grew up more, and things improved or like changed, you know.
Hmm.
It's just like shit, like I was so like stupid a few years ago when I thought I was like smart, you know, blah blah. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just learning stuff, you know? I was young. I
Yeah.
was like,
Wait, for your tournaments, like, did someone film your fights and stuff?
yeah, my
So
dad
you can
always
like,
filmed them.
so did you use them to like, you know, like after like post just to study what you did wrong?
Yeah. Cause I
Yeah.
used to do private training sessions with Phil, the head instructor,
Mhm.
and he would like tell me to bring like a USB stick with it on there so that we could like review it. And this was more so for when I was black belt because you know it's a bit tougher competition.
Mhm.
So he did that with me, and then he would be like, okay, we're gonna do this because it's gonna help with countering this or whatever. We gotta work on this because you're not too strong with it yet, blah blah blah. So obviously he worked me with my signature kick so that I got really good with it. Only the only issue was that I could only do it on one leg. Like I could do it more proficiently on one leg. The other one wasn't as accurate or efficient. Um, but like I was like, this was back in grade 11. This is like because I was supposed to make a comeback, remember? And then during the volleyball season, like volleyball preseason tournament, I fucking got injured. Took me out the entire season, and like, and then I couldn't go to the tournament. So then that's when I just finally decided to call it quits and retire. Um, but like, um, during those times, like my physical capabilities were so like they were it was just insane, like because my body, like I was just at like peak physicality. Like I remembered when I do my kicking drills with the training, like I'd go from one end of the mats to the other. It's like a good, I'm not good at judging distance, but basically I could do like 5 6 kicks at like above my head without dropping my leg. It's just like boom 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 boom, but just keep going,
Mhm.
like, and I'd be moving too. I'd be like moving forward, covering distance, like a good amount of distance too. And like I would do that, and I'd be like from one end to the other of the mats, and then that's already one rep. Like so, I'd have to do it constantly back and forth because I'm covering so much distance all the time. So like I got really good with it. Like obviously my strength was like getting better. Like I think I was doing like a spinning back kick. I hate saying spinning back kicks. I just say back kick. But anyways, I do a back kick. It's basically just like a, you know, you turn around and you just do like a backwards push kick, I guess. But anyways, you do that. That was like my strongest kick as a color belt. So I tried to rework it as well. And I remembered I was doing a drill with it. And the instructor, he was like holding like the kicking shield, and because I would blast that fucking thing, because you know he could take it. So I like full blasted it once, and as soon as I did it, because like I did it right before we were opening, for like you know to open to teach, right? And I had work
Mhm.
that day too, so it's just like after I was done there, I had to change into my instructor's uniform. But I remember some of my students walking in and they watched me training, and I remembered some of them were actually like, because they were younger students, so they were like looking, they're like, wow, like it's pretty, like they're like, they looked amazed at, or not amazed, but they're just like, wow, that's cool, you know,
Instructor
instructor
Corey.
Corey. They're like, oh, instructor Corey, like, and they were like seeing me kick like so hard and stuff, and like, you know, shit's cool.
What a role model.
Yeah.
What a guy. What a guy.
Yeah. Now our team is like tiny, which sucks. But yeah, because all of us retired, all of us got old, all of us got injured.
We're beaten and bruised.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I want to go to boxing, because now I'm gonna get my upper body to be destroyed instead of my lower body. But yeah.
Wait, Andrew, did you do anything? Like,
What
were you
in?
in any like clubs like
Sport.
outside of school?
Nah. Nah. I was always school
Cap,
oriented.
cap.
What?
You were a singer, boy.
A singer?
Barely.
BC
Barely.
Boys
Dude, so
Choir.
that was so old. Like, I was so young.
I know. It's like what, grade 3?
Yeah. 3-ish, yeah.
Yeah. Him and Alex Nguyen were in the BC Boys Choir. They would go to like
Oh
the island for
shit!
like singing stuff.
What the heck?
No, only I did. They didn't
Oh,
make
he
it to
didn't.
it.
Oh, he didn't do it.
Yeah, so there's two things. So the first, it was like the child stage thing. Was called Song Wave, and then the year after, that's when I officially went into the town's choir, and then that
Okay.
town's choir goes to trips across the Nanaimo or whatever, Victoria, and then we just sang there. We sang for the whole weekend there. Yeah, to to my dad would just like brag about it to my Chinese school
That's
teacher.
so
Dude, all
cute.
dads
Teacher,
do that. All dads do that. They
yeah,
always gotta
Even
brag about their kids
moms,
at push.
yeah,
like just parents in general,
Yeah.
yeah.
brag about everything.
And that Chinese school teacher would especially like she would like, oh my god, wow, so smart, wow, yeah, you can, yeah, like it was cool just to go on the island, like spend time with these guys.
Was it?
Like,
It was Nanaimo you went to, right?
eh, yes, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to like all the churches. I swear, we just went to all the churches. And we like perform there, and then we come back, and then we perform and make. I think the last performance I did was at the West Vancouver Church or something, and then that'd be the last one, and then I decided I didn't say anything to parents. I was like, I think that's it for me, cause after the town's choir, you go up to like the group that goes around the country and to other places around the
You
world
could have gone
too.
like across the country and shit,
I
yo.
went across the country and then across the world
Why
because they
didn't you do
sang
it?
like I don't know, because at that age, right? Like leaving to go somewhere without your
You think it's
family is
scary?
it's scary. Yeah,
Okay, that makes
especially
sense. That makes
at that
sense.
age, yeah. So like, I
Makes
made that
sense.
decision for myself, and then my parents kind of like agreed to it too.
But
Like,
did they
yeah,
want you to do it? But they were just like, oh, you can do what you want. But like, but they would like,
yeah.
it'd be cool if you did.
Yeah, I never. Yeah, I don't know. Like I just. I don't know. I just decided for myself, and they just went with it. And then, like, I just stopped going to like like I just didn't respond to them, and they're like, oh, and then they just like treated it as like, oh yeah, I'm out. So they send me like little photos. I don't know who they
Oh,
are
Nice.
that's so
anymore.
cute.
Like just like photos, cause like the manager would like take photos of the group and stuff, and just like
Yeah. The
whenever we're on
typical standing
trips
on the bleachers and like.
or something, yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where the photos are. Like they sent a little a gift thing with it,
Mm,
and like a little mock certificate, and like, oh, congratulations on being town choir or whatever, and just BC Boys Choir
mm.
crap. But yeah, that was a fun experience to do. But that's it.
Damn.
Fuck BC Boys Choir.
Don't forget.
BC
Don't
Church.
forget.
BC
Don't forget.
Church.
Mans was also the lead role in a school play in grade 7.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was an actor boy.
Yes.
Oh
And
my
then
god.
you almost had to. Then you almost had to dip out last second because you got sick.
Oh my god. You know how much stress that I felt so bad that day, yo. Like the stress on everyone was like
Yeah.
heightened, bro. Freaking I went to the doctor's office. Miss Goyevich came, like she called the what I called Mr. Phelps from the doctor's
Mhm.
office saying like, oh, I have a sore throat or whatever.
Oh, we
Like
did
I'm
grade
not,
6 that we did it. I remember. Because Mr. Phelps
or
was
yeah,
still there. Because grade 7 we had Mr. Olson. I forgot.
yeah, yeah. I had a sore throat and like what was it? I had a sore throat. Oh no. It was the day after. The day of, I got sick, man, because we went from school straight to the thing, and I got sick the day of. So I got sent home.
You were like
Sent
puking and
home.
shit.
I was puking. Yeah. I was like, oh,
Shit.
yeah. It was dress rehearsal, and and I just looked around. I saw the trash can. Like, "Wah." Like, oh my god.
I remember watching you. You like turned, walked over to the garbage can, and then just
I'm like,
hurled.
"Ugh." I just hurled.
And I
I
was
just
just like, oh.
hurled.
Oh shit.
Prior, like that before I puked, I had chills. I was so cold.
I remember you were like
I
Damn.
really
was,
pale too.
yeah, I was shivering.
That's
I was shivering during rehearsal.
Holy shit.
I remember Miss Schwartz. Miss Schwartz came up and gave me like a nice warm rub, I think she saw me shivering, right? So give me a warm rub just to warm me up or whatever. Like, yeah. You got
This
you're there.
man was getting coddled so much because he was the lead role.
Oh my god, dude! I was like babied around. Holy smokes! Yeah, dude. I went home, got drove back home. Dude, I was wearing like a trash can. No, I was like I had a trash bag with me the entire ride home. Like anytime you need to go, just don't worry about me. Just go inside the bag. Just get in the bag, please. In the bag. Because I remember I got drove home.
Wait, who did?
From
Who drove you home?
the secretary.
Oh fuck, what was her name?
I don't know her name. She had black hair.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever.
I can't remember her name.
Nice GMC SUV.
Oh
Very
my
nice.
god, of course you remember the car.
Very nice.
But
Very
she
nice.
drove you home?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all the teachers had to be there, and the secretary was there too. So
Yeah, it was basically like all the staff was there, except for the janitors.
Yeah. Yeah, and I got sent home. So my mom looked like, oh, Andrew's sick. What? Yeah, like, oh yeah. And then the secretary had to explain. I puked on the screen, on the stage, and they're like, oh really? Wow. Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Yeah, cause she knew that we had a performance the night on that
So
night,
she's
right?
like, oh, that's a surprise.
Oh, that's a surprise. Okay, so like, I was there, sat there on the couch. And my mom got like a bunch of tea and everything, and then I remember what was it? Miss Irison would call home like, "Oh, so how you feeling?" She would check up on me like every hour or something. Like, "How you feeling?
That's a
How
bit
you feeling?
excessive.
How you feeling?" Yeah, it's been excessive. Yeah, and then I called. I didn't tell anyone. I think I only called Mr. Phelps. That says I was on the way. Or
Oh
something.
yeah, because you showed up and everybody was surprised. They were like, "Oh shit, no way!"
Yeah, on the way. Yeah. And
Because we were such
I
a small
walked
school, we
through
didn't
the
have
back.
understudies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Your boy walked through
Boy
the back.
clutched up.
Yeah, clutched up. I was like, yeah, do it. They're like, oh, how you feeling? You're like, yeah. Do I need makeup or anything? I mean, I wore guy liner. First time I wore guy liner, bro. Guy liner
You
is
have
nuts.
you have to call it guy liner? What the fuck?
We call it guy liner.
What the
call it.
heck? What the
Yeah.
heck?
It's not a guy, it's a guy liner.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So, man put on his little like snow hat.
Well,
Snow
you were
hat,
playing Horton, so.
Yeah, bro.
An
Scarf,
elephant.
gray area. Dude, it's so hot. Oh my god. Dude, it's so hot. I'm wearing that stupid fluffy hat, dude. I think it's hot as hell with beaming lights on you. Dude, I was sweating. And then, dude, I came out, did the thing, aced it, very nice. Went back next day, went to the doctors, called Mr. Phelps. Principal came in, drove me, picked me up from the doctor's office, drove me all the way there. I had my
Holy shit.
yeah, it was like nuts. The school was like helped me out a lot. I don't know what the hell, dude. And then drove there. The doctor gave me like a little sample pouch of Advil, and like
Papa Perky.
I was like, yeah. I was like mid dying. I don't know. I felt really weird in the car, and like she was like, "Oh no, what are we gonna do?" She was sort of like, ugh. I was like in the car, like, oh my god. I was in pajamas. I forgot I was in pajamas.
Oh my
Went
god.
there, so I went to the dressing
Wait.
room. Yeah.
Wait. Over how
Yeah.
many days are we at? Or like is this over a course of like one day?
One day. It's like the night,
Holy
and then
shit.
yeah. So I'm like 2 days of sickness here. I'm like still like dying here, barely. I was like better, but I'm like, ooh, whatever. So
Mhm.
I went there when I got changed, because I usually layer stuff on top of my pajamas. I'm like, oh okay, yeah, I'm changing. Like I had my like Pirates of the Caribbean thing. I was like, oh my god, I'm still wearing pajamas. I'm like, oh okay. And then I performed. performed for the schools this time, not like parents. And dude, I'm so mad because we had a filming crew, and that was the only day that we made mistakes. Like the first night was like
Oh
flawless,
no.
and then that yeah, we had to record the ones with the mistakes. So bad.
I don't even remember what it was.
Dude, I don't know. I think one time I got surprised. My mic, what do you call those things? Like a brick, fell out because it was
Oh,
clipped. It was clipped because I had a
yeah,
like a
yeah,
thing. It's
yeah,
like this, right? And then it goes back.
yeah.
So it's the mic thing, right? And then it just hit the ground, hit the stage, and made a lot of noise. I just casually like picked it up, put it in my pocket, and just continued on. The other one was like some people like forgot the lines, just they just stared at me blankly, like what? No, dude, it's just yeah. So I remember like I had like
I don't remember
tap,
this.
but I like raised my eyebrows like twice, like something, like yeah, it's your turn. Yeah, but otherwise it was like yeah, it was like not bad, but it was kind of embarrassing because from the schools.
Mhm.
It's kind of
Yeah,
crazy that a school as small as us actually put up something that big.
yeah,
That was kind
Yeah,
of
I don't
crazy.
think we put too much effort to ours. Like we had like musicals and shit, but like it wasn't crazy.
That's because we had like a music teacher who actually did this stuff, who actually like put in the effort to do it because we
yeah.
actually
Really
because he
cared.
did them
Yeah.
every 3 years. So when
Mm,
the one that he did prior to that, because we were grade 6 at the time when Andrew did that one, but the whole school always had to be involved. But the one prior to that was when we were grade 3, and it was called what was it?
Yosef.
Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Hmm.
And I remembered at the time only the intermediate grades, so like 4 to 7 were involved with like the drama stuff. But then Mr. Phelps was like picking at least one kid from the primary grades to play a part, and he picked me to do it. So
Oh, like a
so
camel.
I
You're the
played a
camel.
fucking camel. So
That's a camel.
so
Oh,
so
I remember.
so basically my role was basically because the story was basically about this guy who was like, what was it? It was like his family like abandons him or some shit because of because of the coat. I can't remember.
Yeah, yeah. It was something like he was like banished for
Yeah,
being
yeah, he's like
different.
banished. Yeah, because he's being different, and then like, so I
Hmm.
was the camel that belonged to the family. So, so I was like on a like my camel head thing was like on a leash. So I would like so basically it's like this big stick with the thing attached. So I would
Yeah.
carry it and I would like bob it up and down like I'm walking, cause I'm walking, and then like my head was like the camel hump, and it's like a covered thing, so you could barely see
Oh
my
yeah.
face, but I had to be
holy
able to see.
Oh
shit.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I had to be
Yeah.
able to
It was
see so that
covered.
I could do it, right? So,
Mhm.
but this one day we were doing a dress rehearsal in the gym at our school. Mid scene, like the guy that was leading me, like for some reason they didn't put the thing on me properly. So when I was walking, like all of a sudden my eyes got covered and I couldn't see. So and then what's worse is that the person that was leading me didn't do a good job of it that time. So when we were walking, he led me because I was behind him, right? And when he was leading me, I ended up walking into one of the boxes that was on the like the thing. So I I bumped into it and I fell down in front of the like almost the entire school. Like and then the teacher had to stop it, and then they had to check on me. They're like, "Are you okay?" Like it was so embarrassing.
I think they chose Corey because he was tall at the time.
Yeah.
Like this was you were the tallest out of like the entire class or whatever.
Yeah. And I just remember like I was the only kid there. Like obviously like as a third grader, I was like none of my friends were there, but I still had fun somehow. And I
That was
remember
fun.
like during rehearsals because only the drama kids would be there. And so when we were there, like they were like, "Oh, if you want, you can bring like stuff to entertain yourself while you're waiting and while we're not doing stuff." So I remember I brought like my DS and shit,
Hmm.
and I just like play with that. And then what was it? And then I remember like we had a pizza party, or like they brought pizza obviously for us because we were there for like a later thing. And I remembered, I remember there was like a last slice of pizza in one of the boxes, and it was like the pizza that everybody liked, but there's still somehow one slice left. So Mr. McLean, the principal, he goes, "Did anybody want the pizza?" And like, or like the last slice, he like shows everybody, and then everybody raises their hands, and he's like, "Okay," and then he bites it, and then everybody was like,
That's
"Yo,
so
what?"
Savage.
And then he was like, and
yo.
he's like, he had like a bit of an evil laugh and stuff. I was like, dude,
So funny.
that guy was a goated principal.
Too. I love that dude.
He was a goated
That's so
principal. He was so cool
funny.
because like when we were like grade 1 or 2, we did like a fundraiser thing, and the goals were like I think we maxed it out, or like we reached the highest goal possible,
Oh yes,
which
yeah.
was basically the highest goal possible if we raised enough money was to see him get shaved in front of the whole school. So
Mhm.
like he shaved his beard, he shaved his hair off, like, and he was already kind of balding, but they're just like, we'll shave you like in front of the whole school. So like his beard would be gone, everything was gone,
Yeah.
and they were playing like some Bugs Bunny music to like pertain to like that one episode. I don't know if you
Mhm.
guys would know, but yeah. So basically, like he was super cool. And then there was another fundraiser that we did, but I didn't get to see the reward for it. The reward was that him and our head teacher would do the chicken dance on the roof of the school. And there was like a video that a teacher took of it and posted up on like the school website or some shit. Like, but I was in Disneyland for a fucking vacation, so I didn't get to see it happen. But like,
I
it was so
remember.
cool. Like, and the principal even wore a chicken costume. Like, dude, he was
Mhm.
extra in a good way. Like, it was cool.
Yeah.
Like, he was a cool principal. Did you guys
Yeah,
have any
actually.
fundraisers like that, Katrina?
I yeah, we had a lot of I mean, I think every Christmas we had a Christmas recital. Like every grade had to do
Mm.
something, and then when you're grade 7, you're in band, right? So we do band then, and then for fundraisers, we had a lot of like like breakfast with Santa, you know?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like this and that. Like we had a lot of that too. So we were like pretty fine. We had a lot of parents who would volunteer and help out. So we had a lot of money, I think, but it was I don't really remember too much.
Yeah. Our fundraisers.
Yeah.
Oh wait, but like our fundraisers were like for doing like donations to like charities. I think like ours was like cancer research
Um,
Yeah.
stuff.
I
Cause
don't think
like
Uh,
we
we always did
did.
like
those stuff,
jump
yeah.
rope for heart and stuff.
Oh yeah, we did
Oh
that.
my
Immunity was a thing
god.
too.
Oh yeah, I remember that. There'd be like a select few who would go to those stuff. I remember.
Dude, I just remember something jump rope for heart that just brought back something. Andrew, remember in grade 7 when I got chosen to be the superhero thing for that skit?
Oh, oh yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
oh my god, I remembered we were walking into school. Miss Shikic, our grade 7 teacher, was waiting at the door all of a sudden. And then we're walking in. We're all walking to our lockers, and then she calls my name. She's like, "Can you come here for a sec?" I was like, "Okay." I thought I was in trouble. And then she goes, "Would you be willing to?" Or she's like, "So I was told that I had to choose a student to do this role where you would be like the superhero that does the skit stuff for this jump rope for heart presentation that this guest speaker was coming to do, and I wanted you to do it because I think you were a good role model to little kids, and I really didn't want to do it. So I was like, is there a way you could get Andrew to do it?
Oh
I
my god,
straight up
pulled
did that.
Andrew in.
I tried to do it, and then she's like, I don't think. So I think it was a good thing she did that because she taught me like you shouldn't try to put something else off onto somebody else. I just really didn't want to fucking do that because I didn't want to look like an idiot, but I had to do it. So she's like, can you do it? I was like, fine, I'll do it. So I go into this dressing room, I put on the suit, and I'm chilling there, and then I don't know if you guys even noticed I was gone, but
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know, cause like, and then basically during the assembly, like, cause grade 7s get to sit on like the
Benches.
benches, so you guys were sitting there, I remembered, and then there was like I was told to wait for a certain cue, so then the guest speaker tells the students what the cue is, and then everybody has to chant it, and when they do, I had to come running out to the front of the
Oh
to the
yeah, oh
front of the
yeah.
gym, and I had to make a
That's
stupid
cute.
like superhero pose with like my
That's
hand
cute.
up,
That's cute.
like like it's like
Want to
this.
recreate it right now?
No, But it's like it was so bad. And I remember I ran out and I had to act super like, you know, superhero like. And I remember like I did it and I could just see all of you guys just laughing like crazy. You're like, oh my god, Corey's doing it, and I was like, fuck,
Corey.
dude.
It's funny.
And then I remember like the presentation person was asking me, they're like asking me questions. They're like, do you think this is the right thing? I can't even remember what it was, but it's just like one of those things. And then it's like the superhero's like, this is the right thing to do, kids. Blah blah blah. That bullshit, you know. I had to do that, so I should remember doing that in grade 7.
Wait, did you like rehearse that or did he pull like
No, it was like literally the day
these?
of. I had to do it.
What the so you had to answer on the spot?
Yeah. I was like,
What the
I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't actually
Of
stutter into the
course.
microphone, but like I managed to get it out. But I was just like, I okay.
What the fuck?
I just did it.
What the fuck's happening?
What a freak. So yeah, that was a thing that happened. That was,
Wow.
and then yeah, and I remembered after like the assembly ended, like the grade 7s had to stay and help clean up and put everything away. And while they did that, I was in the change room, like changing out of my shit. And then I came out and everybody was like, "Yo, Corey, good shit" or whatever. They're just like they're teasing me, and then like yeah, it was funny. I was like, man,
That's cute.
that's so embarrassing. But I
Yeah.
did it, so I was like, yeah, I just remember like all the kindergartners, cause Andrew, Nathan, and I were like we were grade 1 monitors, so we like monitored like the grade 1 class for the teacher during lunchtime, and then what was it? And then they're like, oh my god, it's Corey, like, cause they all knew like some of us better than like the other grades, obviously.
Mhm.
So like, they're just like laughing and giggling and stuff, you know, having a good time with it. So, wait, holy shit, those same kids are like a year or two away from going to high school.
Mhm.
That's fucked.
They
Yeah.
are in high school.
No, because we were grade 7, they're grade 1, 6 year difference. So they're grade 6 now. Grade 7.
Holy shit.
Well, my cousin was in that class.
Your cousin's in high school now?
My cousin's in high school. He's in grade 8 right now.
I feel so fucking old.
When
Like,
we were grade
like
7, he was there?
What?
When he was. I'm pretty sure we were grade 6 when he did that. I mean, either way, he's gonna be in high school, but like.
Yeah, he's in high school now.
what the fuck? What just happened?
No, when we were grade 7, we were monitoring those grade 1s. Right now, they should be
Mhm.
grade 7. So right now, they're in the grade that we were in.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Right? Because high school's 5 years, so there's no way that they could be in it yet.
like, is your cousin going into grade 9 this year? Or,
Well, the thing is,
No,
his
no,
cousin was
he's
grade
go-
his cousin was grade
Yeah.
1, but we were like the monitors, like for like
For his
2
class,
3
right?
years. Yeah, like for 2 years
So-
straight we did it.
he's going into grade 8 this year.
Yes.
Like, all the other grade 7s that you guys are talking about going to grade 8 this year. Because they're grade 7 right now. Is that what you're saying?
No, Corey's saying that they're grade 6 right now, going to grade 7.
Oh.
No, they're grade 7 right now because
What the ma-
6 year difference. No, yeah, they should be grade 7 now. I like how we're struggling to figure this out. It's like it's
Bro, I can't do math
I
at
don't
3
even fucking
a.m.
know.
it's 3:17 right.
I can't do
It's
math
right
right
It's
now,
just
bro.
bright light.
It's just
You're
bright
blinding
light,
my
I
eyes.
think.
But it's
my camera doesn't have
3:16
autofocus.
right now. It's
Yeah.
3:16.
3:16 in the morning. But
16.
yeah, no, they're either in high school or they're about to go to high school next
They're about to
year.
go to high school, yeah.
That's fucked, bro. And I thought it was bad when I was like seeing some of my own taekwondo students show up at my high school, like for grade 8. Like I was like grade 12 at the time. Grade
It's
11 even
weird.
is like, or no, grade 12 mostly, because I think I saw a lot more of my students when I was in grade 12. But like I'm just at grade 12, walking senior year, all of a sudden I see them. I remember one kid in particular. He sees me. He goes, "Hi, Instructor Corey." I was like, "You don't have to call me that in public at school. Just call me
Yeah,
Corey."
just
But then I told
just don't talk to me.
I
Don't
remember
talk.
I remember I told Master Raider and Instructor Philip. They were like, "It's good, you know. They're showing you respect still, even outside of the dojo, outside of the dojang, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
Technically, it's called the dojang, but yeah, yeah, it's good that they were showing respect still." And at first, I thought it was cringe, or not cringe. I just thought it was embarrassing, cause you know I wanted to separate work from outside. But I was just like, whatever. The kid's respectful. He's a good kid. Like I know he'll grow up to be a good kid, or a good person. So
It's just like you don't really realize how much time passed, you know, until
Mhm.
it like hits you, and you're like, wait, what just happened? Because like grade 11 was not too long ago, but we're in like university now. It's just like, wait, we're not high school students anymore. It's just like, what the fuck? Hold up, you know?
yeah,
Yeah. It's like it's cool, but then it's like it's sad in a way too.
Kind of
yeah,
sad, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're actually like growing out. I mean, like it's normal. Everyone goes through that phase.
We're in the
Yeah.
exact position that we were only thinking about at the time.
Yeah, pretty
Like
much.
we were imagining it. Now we're living it, but in a shittier way.
True.
I
True.
expected to be in university, going and meeting people, like meeting new girls.
God, okay.
Dude, I'll be like in like cafes and with some
No, I just
people.
expected to like. I was excited to be like in lecture halls, but then I didn't get into UBC, so now I just got Cap U, and I just got small classrooms, which is okay too.
That's
you know,
that's good too,
because
you
it's
know.
more
Like,
it's more
Yeah.
engaging with the teachers or the profs, but like you know,
and it's you know, you get to be
Yeah.
a bit closer to like the people
yeah.
you go
But
to
I just thought
class
like
with.
you know, university lecture hall, 200 people, you're just all
God,
sitting there,
imagine
everybody's
being
passing out.
late.
Listening to-
Imagine being late and then everyone's in there and you walk in and everyone's like looking at you and shit. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd just walk in and be like, "What's up?"
Okay, well, like you haven't lived that yet, so
I
who
know.
knows?
There we have. Oh, we've experienced being in a lecture hall though.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Dude,
like
just thinking about it, just remember that lecture hall, dude. It looks so big. We're
during the
at
SFU
the
field trip.
top. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
at,
yeah,
at
yeah.
the top, dude. Just see it. Oh my god, it's like a huge ass projector. The guy is so small, right in the middle. Like it's
Yeah,
nuts.
we were in the
So-
we were closer to the back row.
Yeah, bro.
I remember like everybody was passing out. I was like, damn, we're not even in university yet, and we're already passing out for. I think there's like an astronomy thing that the guy was giving us a thing about,
The
and I remember that field
observatory.
trip was on my birthday that day. That day, like we had that field trip on the day of my birthday. Cause I remember cause I still have the picture. Oh my god, I should probably send the picture to Nathan. Actually, I don't know if he should because there's people in there that like. I don't know if he'll want to show them, like, because then it's no point
It was
he's
just
blurring out the
a picture
faces.
of blur.
And then
Just
you,
like-
yeah, because I still have the picture, but
It'd just be me and you.
yeah,
only 2 clear dots in the photo.
no, it's just like a
Yeah.
small group of us from the discovery class. Because I remember somebody was like, first one to take a picture with Mr. Wong.
That was
wins."
me. That was
Yeah,
me.
yeah, and I was like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
so I ran, and I was like,
Bet.
Mr. Wong, can I take a picture with you for my birthday? He's like, yeah, sure. So we did it, and then everybody's like, no way. So then everybody started joining because they wanted to be with Mr. Wong. And
What the heck? A1?
Hey,
Bro, he came in like grade 11 with a child.
yeah,
Yeah,
because he
man.
knocked up his wife.
Okay,
man
you don't
went
have to
back
say like that.
China.
What the
Man
fuck?
went back to China. Dude, not gonna lie, we had that moment where like, holy crap, this man looks
He's so
way
old. and
way older than like I don't know.
It's so
I
true.
actually still I don't know how old is he, but just his overall appearance is just so deceiving. You know, like oh my god, you go back to China, you take care of baby. Like oh my god, no way.
Yeah.
But he was a good teacher. Like he
Yeah,
was
he's a
really
good teacher. No,
organized.
he was. I wish we could have had him for like the higher,
Yeah.
like the older grades. So like he taught
Yeah.
Bio 11, and I feel like I would have done way better in his Bio 11 class than I did AP Bio.
Yeah. Yeah. The new teachers for Bio 11 were kind of whack.
Well, you had one
Like,
of the new teachers. I had Gibney.
uh,
Wait, what time are we sitting at?
An hour and 40 minutes. All right.
Shit.
Well, I think that's good content for today. It's also
yeah, I
really
feel like
late. I need to get to
yeah,
sleep because I have a job interview at 12. So, yeah, anyways, if you made it this far, thank you for listening.
a lot of
Um,
people.
be sure
Thank
to
you.
check out our social media accounts on TikTok and Instagram. I believe the handles are Mayogurlz Podcast. So make sure to check it out. You can go follow them. If we have a description somewhere, somebody can, whoever posts it can link it, you know? But yeah, again, thanks for listening, and we will see you again with probably a different group for the next episode. Right?
Totally
So
different.
take
Totally
care.
Alright.
different.
Good night.
I
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
goodbye.